So I want to talk to you about a concept that has served me very, very well, right? And it is to have a scarcity mindset around your time. And you probably heard about scarcity and abundance mindset thrown all over the internet, right? And in general, you want to have an abundance mindset. For example, with money and with women, like for example, in with money, a bunch of people, they have a scarcity mindset with money, right? And they are penny pinching, and they are trying to save $2 here and there, and they're afraid of spending money. Basically, they're basically afraid of spending money. And a scarcity mindset is based on the principle that you are convinced that the resource that you are expending or losing or potentially going to lose will be extremely hard for you to get back, right? To obtain again. And for money, a lot of people has that kind of mindset. But if you are doing your research, you can see that money is not scarce at all. They're printing trillions of dollars, bro. They're printing $1 billion a day, bro. Like, dude, it's not scarce, and it's actually not that difficult to get your hands on. You simply have to provide value to a stranger. Like, it's not that complicated. And these kind of beliefs I got them from studying successful people online, right? And if you delve into the self-improvement space online, into the money space, you will quite fuck that shit, man. You quite quickly realize that a scarcity mindset for your money is nothing that you really want to have. You want to have an abundance mindset, and basically all of the big guys that's making the money are basically saying this, right? So an abundance mindset for your money and for women is in general a very good way to go, right? But with time, you don't want to have a scarcity mindset. And the reason is that you are not going to get your fucking time back, right? It seems simple, but yet still people fuck it up, right? Like, dude, you will never be able to get the fucking time back that you're spending right now. So why aren't you having a scarcity mindset around it? Why aren't you treating your time as you're treating your money? You're trying to penny pinch here and there, and you're trying to save $2 here, $5 here, stuff like that, right? And you're basically very reluctant to spending money overall. What if you just did that with your time? Because you are not going to get your time back, while you are going to get your money back, right? It's like, dude, it's such a fucking paradox in a sense, right? And like, dude, of course you're gonna like in my opinion at least, penny pinching and saving as much time as possible, it's absolutely and utterly worth it for me, right? Like, you're not gonna get it back, right? And over time, if you save 5 minutes every single day, that's just gonna compound for your whole life. Like, dude, imagine how many days you're gonna live from now, like tens of thousands, or not even, I'm not even sure, but like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of days times 5 minutes every single day. If you optimize your day to save as much time as possible, you will just have much more time to do shit with. And that's not the same thing with money, because you can always get your money back, right? That's the thing. So that's basically what I wanna instill into your mind, like a scarcity mindset around your time. It's so, like, dude, you probably experienced a lot of procrastination. You probably experienced a bunch of days just fucking like floating away. You're not even doing shit. You're just procrastinating. You're wasting time. You're just consuming a bunch of content, like mindlessly doing stuff. Dude, if imagine if that entire period was dedicated to absolute and utter optimization of your time, like absolutely and utterly doing the best things at every single time period, right? Imagine if you did that. Imagine the compounding effect that is going to have throughout your life, right? And now, since you can't go back in time, your mission from now on is to actively think, is this actually worth my time? Or could I just ignore it overall? Because trust me, a lot of the times you can just ignore it overall, right? It doesn't fucking matter, right? Like, it's one of the best things that has happened to me. Like, stop caring about shit. It doesn't, like, dude, I don't give a fuck about, dude, if I wanted to grow this YouTube channel, I could go onto 100 different other channels and comment in the little comment section, and basically get people onto my channel that way. But it's not going to yield me proportionate returns. It's not going to yield me like a lot of returns, right? So that would take a lot of fucking time. It would yield me something, it would give me something, but it would not be worth it in the end. And believe it or not, like, most tasks that you are presuming in your day are not actually moving the ball forward at all. You're not having a scarcity mindset around your time. You're doing stuff that makes you feel productive. You're consuming a bunch of content and basically not even doing shit with it. You're not even taking notes when you're consuming content. For example, right now, are you taking notes right now? If not, then you are not learning as much as you could be, right? It's like, dude, if it's not worth taking notes to, then in my opinion, it's not worth consuming at all. It's not worth your time, right? So that's basically just the mindset that I want to instill into you today. So a scarcity mindset around your time from now on. Literally think, is this actually worth my time? Could I ignore it, or could I outsource it to anyone else? Like, I actually have a great framework for this. So if you're gonna do something, I'm not gonna do anything that's not important and also urgent. So for example, there are two variables, right? You can imagine a 4 quadrants, right, like this, right? And here you go. It's very, it's important and it's urgent. And here you got it's important, it is not urgent. And here you got it's not urgent, it's not important. And here you got it's urgent but not important. So for what's important and urgent, you do it right fucking now. For what's urgent but not important, you either just extinguish it. For example, if someone is calling you, some bumbling idiot from your school or some shit that you don't even want to be friends with, that is a complete Jeffrey, that is a complete fucking idiot, right? Just is wasting his life, right? And that is urgent but it's not important. So for those, I would just I would ignore them, right? And then we have those that are not urgent and not important. Of course, I'm not even gonna think about doing that stuff, right? And then we got it's important but it's not urgent. And for those, I would either try to outsource it to somebody else, or I would try to just do it later, right? So like, dude, for example, literally think about everything you're doing like this. Is it important? Is it urgent? Is there something else that I could do right now that is going to yield me more returns overall, that's going to push me forward towards my goals at a much higher rate, right? Just think to yourself about that. And dude, I promise you, after a week, you will have fucking you will have discovered that so much of your time has gone to waste for the past the past years. Like, dude, you will discover that your time is extremely poorly optimized right now, and like in a week or 2 or 3 or some shit, you will just, there will be a night and day difference, bro. Like, dude, just fucking have a scarcity mindset around your time. Think to yourself, is this actually important? Is it actually urgent? Do I actually have to do this shit, or could I just not do it, or could I outsource it, right? And you will save a shit ton of time and ultimately make much more progress towards your goals, right?